Okay, I'm going to do a really quick video on how to use this Tumbler Heat Press Machine. First, you just hit the button on the side to turn it on. Then it'll hit the little red button. That will start it to, excuse me, you'll get the dashes, and then you'll actually want to hit the button over here to change it to Fahrenheit from Celsius. I had it on earlier, that's why it was already switched over. I'm going to change it to Fahrenheit. I went ahead and made my temperature 360 degrees, and I actually pressed for 180 seconds. You first hit the mode button. That sets your temperature. I want to set my temperature at 360. You hit the mode button a second time. That sets your seconds. I actually set mine for 180 seconds. And then you hit the mode button a third time, it actually gets started. It's going to go up to 360 relatively quickly because I just had it on. It'll beep when it's ready. And at that point, you simply take your tumbler. I've already wrapped my tumbler. This design doesn't go all the way around, but I've already wrapped the tumbler. I'm going to go ahead and slide it in. And then I'm going to go ahead and close it. It doesn't have to close super tight. And it automatically counts down. The reason I do mine for 180 seconds is because you'll see immediately the temperature just starts dropping. And I want it to actually press at about 40-45 seconds at that 360. So that's why I have it at 180 seconds. I believe that's what I have it set at. So it'll start working. Oops, it'll start... This particular machine starts counting down immediately. As far as time and temperature goes, everybody's going to have a different idea of what they want. This time and temp works for me. It gives some pretty good results. I am happy with the results that I get, the color and everything. As far as whether you do a full wrap or not, that's up to you. I don't always do full wraps because it just takes a lot of time and effort to get it set up, and I just basically choose not to do this. We're at 360 seconds, and we still have, I guess, about a minute or so to go. And that's and it will beep when it's done. For me, I'm using Epson inks on Epson, I believe it's an F570, and the color turns out great for me at this time and temp. I've tried the lower temperature, the lower times, and the colors didn't quite pop the way I wanted them to, so this is what I use. But you can play with this machine and decide on whether or not you think this is too much time or too much heat based on the paper that you use and based on the ink that you use. So this will count down, and then we will be at we'll be ready to take it out. I don't know if you can get the top of it. If I were doing this and I wanted to do a full bleed, when I take it out, I would actually rotate it, and then I would do it for another 45 to 60 seconds on the other side, just to make sure I had a full wrap around the entire cup if I wanted to do that. This design really doesn't have that, so it won't need to be pressed except for just this one time. Okay. And, you know, like I said, I've tried doing it for 45 seconds, 50 seconds, and the colors just didn't pop for me. So this is what I came up with. But like I said, you can play with it and come up with your own time and temps. The most important thing is knowing how to set this and knowing that you don't have to have this super, super tight to make it work. Okay, open it up, slide it out. Okay, set it down because that is very hot. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and we're going to give it a few minutes to cool off, and then we will unveil it. Okay, alrighty, it's just about cool, so I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off. For this design, like I said, it wasn't a full bleed design, so I only put 2 little pieces of tape on here. So I am going to take one piece of tape off, take the other piece of tape off, And then I'm going to simply take the paper off. And this is my design. I'm not going to be able to hold it with the other hand because this is still very warm. It's cooled off a little bit. Okay, and this was using the Tumbler Heat Press. Colors look good to me. Yeah, this is the design I got off of, I think, Design Bundles. So this is the 20-ounce mug. I will try to do another video with a 30-ounce mug, but I do not have one here at home. So I will, I can't show you how that one looks, but that looks pretty good. Okay.